Didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Tuesday.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the shotgun, Ryan looking deep downfield. He's got him in, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 47 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman from 17 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And here a juke. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Left. Let him go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Left.
To throw again. Ryan. Over the middle. That's caught by Ridley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, South! Wait! Wait! Hey, Tuesday!
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Drops it off for Coleman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The left side completion to Jones. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield.
Gun!
And he'll get it up the middle. Oh, able to avoid him. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
They get it to him running left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here now come the Falcons. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Gun!
On second down, Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to lead to a third down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Gun!
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan is going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 51 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brooks Reed able to drop him for a loss of 4.
21. 54, south. Hey, Ripley. 11. 20. Hey, Tuesday. Go.
To throw on second down. Ryan buying time to his left. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now it's Freeman, and he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a 1st. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Ryan. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
21.
throwing again. Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Bruce caught it with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, express!
To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Ready! Like 25! Ready, go!
Operating from the gun, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Freeman again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Hey, express!
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Tuesday. Hey, South! Ready! Like 25! Let's go!
Now Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
12.
They'll run it now out of the gun, finding room to the 20 and down to the 19-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So an important try here from Matt Bryant. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Bryant's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brooks Reed in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.